already the Sunday the 10th of December. Yesterday I didn't film much. As I told you in the last episode, I was at my friend's place for just a cozy day, crafting, watching movies and so on. And I just wanted to enjoy the day and completely forgot about filming. I filmed some little clips here and there, but that's it. So that's all you're gonna get. However, I do have some things to show you right now. First of all, a little update on my Christmas knit. I am now this far. This is where I showed it to you last time, and I've knit about another 5 centimeters or 6, and I'm ready to split right now, or I think the pattern calls for it's now going to split to work the back and front separately and get some neck shaping. So that's what I'm probably going to work on most today. But I've also been caught by the cast on fever. Friday night I was sitting here and I was kind of bored, and then I remembered that someone in my family is pregnant and I want to make a habit out of giving each one in my family a hand knit something when they are pregnant and have a child. And yeah, so I cast on the Friday sweater by Petite Knit, and it looks I'm not that far yet. I have the neckband, I still have to sew that down, and the pattern she says to knit it down while you finish the front part of the neck, but I feel like that makes it kind of tighter, at least the way I knit. It gets really tight then, and I don't want any, I mean this is a baby sweater, I don't want it to get tight around the neck, so I'm going to sew that down loosely. I'm gonna feel more comfortable about that. And I'm just started knitting the yoke. I am knitting a size 2 to 4 month old because the baby is due in January, and I thought that way they would have quite a while during winter where they can use the sweater because it is made out of wool. The main color I'm using is this off-white. It is Lang Yarns Merino 200 Baby or Bebe in the color 71.0302. Rarely seen a color name that has that many digits. And for the stripes, I decided to alter between 2 colors, and these are the 2. One is this very speckled orange, turquoise and purple sock yarn. I don't have the ball band anymore because I've had this yarn for quite a while, but I know that is a superwash sock base, so it should be fine going into the washing machine. Because whenever I do baby knits, I want the parents to be able to throw it into the machine on a 30-degree cycle and just lay it flat to dry and not be nervous or having to bother about hand washing it. And the second color is this Drops Baby Merino in the color 14. So it picks up the purple in this yarn, and I think it's going to look quite nice. I've worked up 1 stripe so far, and I like that it's a bit more subtle because the yarn has some white in it as well. And then the purple stripe is going to be more visible. So that's what I started Friday night. And then when I was at my friend's place yesterday, I finished a sock. It's the first sock of a set, so naturally right after finishing this sock I cast on something new. It maybe should have been the second sock, but it wasn't. I cast on a framework bralette by Jessie Made. I showed this yarn to you in the second episode. It's my leftovers from Fable Knitwear's advent calendar from last year. I can't remember the name of this one. I'm going to put it in the description down below. I think it's still available. And I said that I wanted to make a bralette out of it to wear underneath my Ghost Whisperer top. So yeah, I started knitting that, and I think I'm going to be quite tight on the yarn. I hope I'll manage. Worst case, I will have to rip it back out, or I will have to add something in a different color. I quite like how this is turning out. And I like the sparkle on it. And I think this is going to look nice underneath this. It will just shimmer through a little bit. It's hard to see on camera now, but yeah, it will just shine through a little bit without looking weird, I hope, or too exposing. Yeah, so one finished object, 2 new ones, and I just ordered some more yarn. So Instagram kept showing me this Furcolana Christmas tree sweater where people are sewing on sparkly beads onto the Christmas tree to represent ornaments, and I just fell in love with it. I've seen it last year and I already wanted to knit it last year, and now it's been showing up again. And I thought, at first I thought it's too late, I'm not gonna finish it for Christmas, but now I'm thinking if I start it now, I'll have it for next Christmas. And Knitting for Olive recently published their new yarn base, the No Waste Wool, in a few colors, and I really wanted to try that. I want to see if it's any different than their merino or if it's just as soft. Yeah, and in their advent they had a code for free shipping today. So you can imagine, I ordered yarn from Knitting for Olive for the Furcolana Santa Baby, I think it's called, sweater. I think that it should be about the same gauge. If not, I'm just going to knit the smallest size and it's going to be a tiny bit bigger. I'm going to hold the merino double, not merino, the No Waste Wool, I'm going to hold it double. And for Colana, they are holding one strand of their yarn they are holding one strand of not quite fingering, I think it's more of a sport, together with one strand of mohair. And I think that if I'm holding the 2 fingerings together, that should be about the same thickness as a sport with a lace yarn together. I just ordered that on a whim and now I'm waiting for it, and I think I'm going to cast it on right away. As you can see, I'm kind of in a cast on fever right now. I'm casting on all of the new things. Let's see how long it's going to take me to finish all of them. What He just took his phone, it was charging right here. Yeah, what else? Oh, I am wearing something you haven't seen before. It's the Burrow cardigan by Fable Knitwear, and I knitted in some yarn that I got in Switzerland on holiday over a year ago. It's a soft merino, I think it was from Lemana, their sensitive merino. You can see it in the border right here, where I held it double. And in the rest of the body and arms, I held it double with a brushed alpaca. I can't remember the exact mixture of yarns and name of the brand. I'm going to put that in the description down below. I should have wrote it down in my knitting journal. And then for the button band all around the neck, shoulders and front, I had the merino, the beige merino double with one of my advent calendar yarns from Kiezgarn that I got last year. It was mini and it was just enough to hold it double for all of the button band. It's also a beige in almost the same color as the outer ribbing, and just with some purple and green speckles in it. And I think it was really fitting, and it gave the whole cardigan just that little pop of color, or that little touch of color. I think it makes it look a bit more elegant. I don't know. I just feel like if I wouldn't have added that, something would have been missing. And I like that it's only on the button band and not on the rest of the ribbing. Yeah. And for the buttons themselves, they are these little enzian flowers, so these typical Swiss flowers, and I've got them in the same shop that I bought the yarn in. I don't think I'm going to find that shop anymore, because it was just in a tiny village up on a mountain, and it was a small shop, but it was full to the brim. It was bursting with yarn, and it was such a nice experience to shop there. The shop owner was very helpful and had a lot of ideas, and then they had their like a salesperson from Schachenmeier there that day, and he didn't even try to sell me only Schachenmeier yarn, but he really just gave me the perfect yarn. He had me pick this out, and his choices were honestly perfect. And I'm so happy I bought it, and I think I really love this jacket. It's one of my favorite things I've ever made, and I wear it all of the time. It's super cuddly and cozy, and I just wanted to show it to you because you haven't seen it before. Yeah, that's it. I hope you cannot hear the dog barking outside. He won't stop. I've tried to wait for him to stop, but he keeps starting. Okay, so maybe I see you later, maybe not. And if not, I will see you in the next episode, and thank you for watching.